Yes, yes, yes. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Rat-tat-tat-tat. Hey, you know what this is? This is the jack. This is the plug. Yeah? And I just realized, you know what this is? This is the jack. This is the plug. Yeah? Oh, I just realized. I just realized. G. This is the jack. This is the plug. O. O. I just realized. M. G. I just realized. G. This is the jack. This is the plug. Mute, unmute. And I saw this line around, which means that last night's show, I did not have my headphones plugged in. I did not have my headphones plugged in, and I never even realized. They're still not plugged in now. So, uno momento, mommy, slow your tempo. Check one, check two. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we're in the place to be. You know, the Rafi don't like starting too early and then getting trapped on a live. Let's get the music in the background. Okay. Hello and welcome, everybody. Okay. We had a few little glitches. Ghost in the machine. It feels like a day of celebration. Maybe I should turn this down, mute that sound. Maybe I should mute the TV sound. Seems like a ghost. We had a ghost in the machine, but it's because I had multiple windows open. But hello and welcome, one and all. One and all. What's the name of the show? What's the name of the show? Shields versus Marshall. Mayer versus Baumgardner. Live show. Okay. We're doing it. We're live and we're doing it. How many windows have I got open? Hold on, let me check. The back. Check around the back for the analytics. Make sure. Damn. Eubank Jr. is in attendance, sitting alongside. What's this? Sitting alongside. What's his name? Ricky Hatton. Damn, I'm so terrible remembering names. It's horrible. Horrible. Let's have a look. Mayer. Oh, that's not it. Oh, dang. Good thing I checked the back door. Good thing I checked around the back door. Button needs to be activated. Okay. What's going on? Why? Oh, I know why. I'll be with you in a second, folks. I'll be talking to you lot in a second. But it looks like, oh, that's exactly why. Live show. Done. Save that. Go back. But they've dimmed the lights. Where is this? The O2 Arena? They've dimmed the lights. Oh, we got some cat talking now. Whatever his name is. 10 2-minute rounds. Super Featherweight Championship. Okay. Alicia Baumgardner. Damn, I haven't even done a sound check yet. Alicia Baumgardner. Okay. do a little sound check. Let me kill that. Oh damn, let me kill that. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Oh damn, let me kill that. Hold on. Oh, she's moving. Oh my gosh, she's gyrating. Oh Lord. Oh, she's moving. She's gyrating. Oh my gosh, she's gyrating. Now she's bopping. Oh Lord. Oh, she's moving. She's gyrating. Oh my gosh, she's gyrating. Now she's bopping. OMG. Damn, she looks comfortable. Gal looks comfortable. She looks comfortable. She looks, jeez. Oi, oi, oi. Damn. She got the kind of physique that can distract a man. Can distract a man. Talking about talking about what's her name? Alicia Baumgardner. Alicia. Damn. Lord have mercy. Whew. You know, it seems like a type of night. I should have had some alcoholic beverage. I do have alcohol. Should I have an alcoholic beverage? I think I should. I forgot there's alcohol in the house. I got some Smirnoff and I got some Grey Goose. Damn, I'm gonna pour myself a drink. I deserve it. It's a celebration. I think my girl's gonna lose. I think Alicia's gonna lose, but still, it's a Saturday night. I can't remember the last time I had an alcoholic beverage. Come on, let's have a little drink. Let's have a little drink. Just one. All right, let me go and pour myself a drink. Yeah, I better put. Can you even hear that coming through? I don't know. That's dodgy. Let me just put that mic on mute. I can't mute the mic. Can't mute the mic, but I can mute the TV. What's going on? Oh, let's stop singing now. Okay. Super Featherweight Championship. Yo, this is the Grey Goose. Where am I? You see? I'll show you when I come back. Let me just go to the quick visit to the men's room. Let's have a quick tinkle before we start this thing. Damn. Damn. The shizzle's going down. OMG. OMG. Okay, where are we? Let me get situated. Let's get situated. Okay, what is this? Okay, first round, round one. We're underway. We're underway. Who looks nervous? Who looks nervous? Damn, okay. I'm expecting Mayer to come good later. First half of the fight. I can see Alicia doing well. The second half, I can see Mayer coming back. Where's the drink? Where's the drink? There we go. There we go. Cheers to you. This one's for you. Everybody out there. There you go. That's the Grey Goose. That's the Grey Goose. Okay. 2-minute rounds, folks. Remember that. That's Grey Goose and cranberry juice. Okay. We got the beats. We got the beats. So far, giving the edge to Alicia Baumgardner with the more powerful shots. But it's kind of 50-50 with the power advantage so far going to Baumgardner. Power shots, more power shots. Nice right hook there from Baumgardner. Who's looking more nervous? Who's looking more nervous? Where's my paperwork? Let's get my paperwork in order. Damn, I got my cornetto as well. I almost forgot. I got my cornetto. I got my whole party. I got my whole party pack. The cornetto. Dang, cornetto's falling over. Let's get this. Let's get my score sheet going. Let's get the score sheet going. There's me pen. There's me pen. Okay. Who'd you give the first round to? Mayer looks nervous. Okay. Where are we? What are we talking about? We're talking about Mayer, Baumgardner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 10, 9. Who'd you give the first round to? Who'd you give the first round to? Put it in the chat. Man, looking nervous. Spice up, you guys. Every boy, every girl. Oh. Okay. Chopping hooks. Both of the girls looking for chopping hooks. Can't take my eye off the screen, really, because these rounds go by real fast. For real, no bargain, no deal. It's round 2. Mayer coming with the heavier shots. I mean, Baumgardner. Mayer with the jabs. Who'd you have winning the first round? Okay, nice leaping jab from Baumgardner. Alicia Baumgardner. Right hook from Baumgardner. Oh, Baumgardner is landing some nice heavy shots, and she's landing the more out of the 2. The second round. Nice jab from Baumgardner, and then follows up with a hook to the body. I'm liking Baumgardner's work right about now. Nice jab from Mayer. Yeah, there's a big shot in there. Readied up Mayer's nose. Okay, nice jab from Mayer. Nice hook from Baumgardner. Boom. I got 2 rounds for Baumgardner. 2 rounds for Baumgardner. Douglas D up in the building. Yeah, I got 1 and 2. I got 1 and 2 for Baumgardner. Yeah, absolutely. Baumgardner looking very confident. 1 and 2 for Baumgardner. Is it too soon to start my kind of cornetto? Yo, Rafi gonna eat his cornetto live on air for the first time. For the first time in YouTube boxing history. As a matter of fact, I'll take my face off this thing. I'm eating my cornetto. Or should I? I don't know. Baumgardner with a snappy jab. And she's smiling. Mayer with a snapping jab of her own. Oh, nice hook from Baumgardner from Mayer. Okay, Mayer's more offensive in this round. So I'll give the first half of the 3rd round to Mayer. Looks like she's trainers have had a strong word with her. They said, hey, do your damn thing. Do the damn thing. Oh, nice hook from Mayer. That was a right hook, then a left. Oh, then another right hook from Mayer. It was big. It was a big right hook. It got Baumgardner's attention. Wow. It's a good round for Mayer. Mayer wins this round. Mayer wins this round. Dang, that was a good round. Damn, that was a good round. Round 3 for me goes to Mayer. Big round, big round. Wow. That was a big hook from Baumgardner, which I didn't see during the round. The angle. The angles. We're going to round 4. What is this here? Boom. Okay. Okay, I think Mayer is landing the more. She landed the right hook there. Glancing, the end of the glove, end of the punch. Wasn't really the knuckle part of the glove. Nice body shot from Alicia Baumgardner. They exchanged right hooks. Well, actually hooks. Double jab from Mayer, a hook from Mayer. Jab missing. Nice jab from Baumgardner. Yeah, Mayer could win this just by landing punches, just by points. Not necessarily doing anything devastating, just landing. I could see Baumgardner landing the more powerful punches, but Mayer just landing more punches, and that'll give her the fight. Whoa. Big exchange there. Right hook from Mayer and a 1-2 from Baumgardner. Jab from Baumgardner. Jab from Mayer, 2 hooks from Baumgardner. Baumgardner looks like she's going to win this fight just by points. Just by landing more. I gave her that round 2. Caught her attention for sure. I have to look at that backwards movement. I have to look at it. Mayer doing damage. 2 rounds apiece. Yeah, I got them 2 rounds apiece. Okay. Round 5. Baumgardner pulls Mayer down. Back of the head. Mayer lands with a jab. Double jab from Baumgardner. They're exchanging jabs now. Well, actually, Mayer's throwing a jab, Baumgardner throwing a hook. They're exchanged. They're sending to about 2 or 3 of them. Right hook from Mayer. Jab from Baumgardner. Hook from Mayer. Jab from Baumgardner. They both throw at the same time, both miss. Oh, 1-2 from Mayer. Jab from Mayer. Another jab from Mayer. Body shot from Mayer. Jab from Baumgardner. Jab from Mayer. Jab from Mayer. 1-2 from Mayer. Jab from Baumgardner. Jab from Mayer. 1-2 from Mayer. Jab from Baumgardner. Another round to Mayer from me. Looks like this is going to be a runaway train. Mayer's just going to land more. night long. All night. Mayer. Let's take in the last 3 rounds. 9 round 6. Mayer simply lands more punches. Great points fighter. But credit to Baumgardner, she's keeping her composure. And the only real hope is to turn into a pillar of salt, like she did to Terry Harper. Whoa, nice exchange here. Baumgardner active in that moment. But the busier person who's landed the more punches, in my opinion, has once again been Mikaelamayer. Yeah, Eddie let Baumgardner go over to Sky for this one because Sky wouldn't let Mayer come over to the zone. So he said, "Hey, let's get this done anyway. We're confident. We're confident." Yep, for sure. Okay, round 7. Take another sip of my drink. Okay, nice couple of jabs from Baumgardner. He's got Michaela kind of, yeah, settling back a little bit. Damn. Alicia needs these last rounds. Big right hand from Baumgardner. Kind of stops. Oh, big right rocks Mayer's head back. Might be the biggest shot of the night. And another big left from Baumgardner. Michaela's fighting back, but she's been heavily stunned. But and another big right from and another big left. And Mikaelamayer is cut. She's cut by a left hook over her right eye. She's fighting back, but she's shipped some heavy shots to the head. And she got a cut. Is Mikaelamayer. But she's fighting back. She's coming back. Oh, some nice punches there and a bit of a head clash. Glancing. Whoa, they're exchanging heavy artillery. Nice jab from Mayer. Nice left from Baumgardner. Baumgardner wins that round and she needed to. It's the first round she's won in multiple rounds. First round she's won in a while. Yeah, they're in the morning. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Okay, we got cut over Mikaela's right eye. Came from a left hook. That wasn't what caused this head clash there, but that wasn't what caused the cut. That cut was caused by a punch. Okay, we're in round 8. Okay, so what's this? Baumgardner moving around, like she's looking for the space for the shot. She's looking for the space for the shot. But she's got to remember to try and outscore Mikaelamayer. Talking about Baumgardner. Okay, she's making Mayer miss, stepping out to range, and she wants to come in. Okay, Mayer's going to the body, but missing with a lot of those shots, glancing shots. She lands that one. Oh, yes, yes. Baumgardner, nice combination. Mayer, oh my God. The outfit. Goodness gracious. The outfit. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Baumgardner, oh, good. Okay. This is more even now. This round is more even. Oh, big shots though. Big shots. Baumgardner holding the center of the ring. Mikaelamayer circling around. How do you mark this round? How do you mark this round? It's crazy. It's been Baumgardner with the power. How do you mark that round? How do you mark that round? Eight, going with 10, 9, 2. Baumgardner. Ring walk, 4 a.m. What are we talking about? We're talking about Cambosis. Ooh, that's gonna be late. That could be 5 a.m. Let's have a look. Boom. 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 Thank you graciously. Nice settings. What's going on? What is this? Is this the last round? Is this 10? This can't be 10. This is 9. No, this is 9. Round 9. Round 9. Wilder's going to be on before. Wilder's going to be on ring walk time around 4 a.m. before Cambosis and them. Haney and them. Nice right from Baumgardner, left. Nice left from Mayer. It's tricky because Baumgardner with the power, Mayer with the volume. Mayer landed a nice one. Mayer's moving around a bit more. Just sneaks out a jab. Nothing on it. Goes Mayer. Oh, nice couple of hooks from Baumgardner. Powerful hooks to the head. Nice combination. Mayer fires back. Jab from Baumgardner. Jab from Mayer. Exchange of jabs and an uppercut from Baumgardner. Pouring jabs from Mayer. Body attack from Baumgardner. Jab from Mayer. Jab from Mayer. Bloody hell. How do you mark these? I'll edge that to Mayer. But that's way for thin, mate. It's way for thin. Way for thin. Can't wait to get in there. Can't wait to get in there talking to... Yeah, Wilder's fighting too. I don't think there's a British broadcaster though. Deontay fighting. No, I don't think he's got a British broadcaster. Oh, yeah, it is. It's Fight. It's Fight TV. Then they charge $9.99. So yeah, Deontay Wilder Fight TV has picked it up. Fight TV has picked it up. They normally charge $9.99. This is the last round, 10th and last round. I don't know. I haven't added up my cards yet. I haven't added up my cards yet. I'm going to be tucked up in bed for that one and that one. I ain't staying up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. for no nonsense cards, no nonsense from Deontay Wilder. I'll catch the convulsus one when I wake up tomorrow. Okay, last round. To me, without checking my scorecard, I think it's just Mikaelamayer edges it by volume. They're exchanging jabs and the longer range from Mayer. Baumgardner trying to get the hooks in. Oh yeah, a couple of hooks from Baumgardner, but Mayer's really good with the volume. She comes back with always coming back with something. Always coming back with something. Baumgardner, the aggressor, moving forward for the most part. This is incredible. This is so competitive, such a competitive fight. Very hard to separate them. But I give the edge to Baumgardner with the volume. But I could see somebody giving the edge to, I said Mayer with the volume, but I could see the edge, someone giving the edge to Baumgardner with the power. But still, whoa, they're swinging at the end. They didn't hug it out at the end. They just immediately turned away from each other. But I think Mayer got it. 10-9. I edge it to Mayer. A lot of these rounds are really close. A lot of the rounds are really close. Well, I gave that to Mayer. You could say Baumgardner won that round, but personally, I gave it to Mayer. No, in the UK, it's on Fight TV. Deontay Wilder is on Fight TV in the UK. In America, it's Fox pay-per-view. In the UK, it's Fight TV. Okay, so let me add up my scorecard. 100. Oh dear. Sorry, Alicia. Oh dear. 96, 94 to Mayer. That's my scorecard. 96, 94 to Mayer. 96, 94 to Mayer. I'll be sleeping, mate. I'll be in bed. I'll be tucked up in bed. I ain't staying up till 4 a.m. My scorecard says 96, 94 to Mayer. My scorecard, pretty much as I expected, pretty much as I predicted. You know, it's a shame. I'd love my girl. I love my girl Baumgardner to come through, but hey, that's my scorecard. On my scorecard. Well, I hope so. Wow, rain's coming down heavy all of a sudden. I was wondering what that sound was. It's heavy rain. Heavy rain. Red rain is coming down. I'll listen to these scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 full championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. Judge O'Connor scores out 97 to 93, Mayer.
97-93 Mayer.
Gray scores at 96 to 95, Baumgardner.
96, 95, Gray.
95, declaring your winner by split decision and the new unified super featherweight champion of the world,
Alicia Baumgardner. Wow. 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 Mayer walks away in disgust. Gives the thumbs down. Mayer's giving the thumbs down. Mayer's giving the thumbs down. She's standing outside of the ring. Wait, what's wrong with that security guard? That female security guard looks like her face is like plasticky. Looks like she's had some skin peels. Looks like she's had some skin peels.
Wow, is all I can say. Wow.
Oh.
Good to see the respect between the pair. We will try and
Looks like this security guard woman, she's got some skin peels or something. The face looks something looks wrong. Something looks wrong. Get you. Red rain is coming down. Red rain. Yeah. Peter Gabriel. You know he used to date Kate Bush back in the day. Kate Bush back in the day. She's a sexy gal back in the day. Whoa. OMG. I had it as 96-9, but I did say some of them rounds are close. It's what you like. it's what you like, because Mikaelamayer, she's got the volume, but the gal there Mayer had the volume, but Gardner had the power. Personally, I had Mayer ahead on my card. Lip injections. She's had some lifting around the eyes. The security gal don't look good. The face looks plasticky. Looks plasticky. Oh my gosh. OMG. What should I put up there? Was she unified? What is it? Undisputed? Unified, undisputed? Unified, undisputed? Unified, undisputed? Unified. Unified. There's some booze. I'm hearing some booze. Unified. I'm hearing some booze. Work your ass off. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Yes, unified champion of the world. Baumgardner. Baumgardner. There's some booze. I'm hearing some booze. Baumgardner beats. She's going for undisputed. Yeah. Baumgardner beats Mayer. Yeah. Baumgardner beats Mayer. Who's that there? See some boxers. I see Yard, Anthony Yard. I see some woman. It looks like a man with long hair, shaking up herself in front of the camera. Yep, one belt left to go. Baumgardner. If it was close, it would have been close. Go to Mayer. A bit confused with the decision, but it's what the judges see and Baumgardner. Can I just write something? Yeah. Yeah, that's one argument for sure. That's one argument for sure. One argument for sure. Alicia had more eye-catching shots. She tried to fight more than she did box. They did the right thing, box to bash. That's what got her ahead. That's
part of the rounds. I don't think Baumgardner managed to win the last 2 rounds. She didn't win that fight. It's about petitioning and trying to get them to have the rematch, because that's the only right to do.
It's boxing. It was no robbery. It's just that there's going to be some differences of opinion. There's going to be some differences of opinion.
She's undefeated. She's undefeated in her music. She can rap. She can sing. She can dance. She can have babies and pop back. Like, Beyonce is it. When I look at my boxing career, like, I had a great amateur career, a great Olympic career, a great now I'm continue to get title after title. It's like, kind of like what Beyonce does with music. You know what I'm saying? So they can come with Beyonce.
It was a close fight. It was a close fight. I had Mayer edging it, but you know, it's horses for courses. Horses for courses. Let me take a swig of my drink. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, well, congratulations. Congratulations. Alicia Baumgardner. Congratulations to her. It was an entertaining fight. It was an entertaining fight. Who in the world? Well, who in the world? Well, I don't even know the words for that. I don't even know the words. I don't know the words. I got no words. Oh, damn, yeah. And the skin so smooth. Skin so smooth. Yeah. Yeah. Walking me out, singing me out, walking me out, singing me out. Mayer, yeah, I can see that argument. I can see that argument. I can see that argument. Nicola Adams speaking now on Mark. She's a northern lass, you know, speaks like that. It's kind of, I like it. I like to listen to it, you know. It's kind of different, isn't it? It's different. Yo, but what a fight coming up next, though. Alicia should continue to hit that body. That's the wishbone. 14. Big up the Rafi. Big up the Shiz Biz. Up in the building. Okay. So. Baumgardner won that one. And now we're waiting for Shields versus Marshall. Ugh. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to this one. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Savannah Marsh, Shields versus Marshall coming up. What a double header. What a double header. Hey. There's some
Before we do, you know what's coming, Johnny. Who's your money on?
Wow. I've been like a seesaw all week, and I'm going to stick to what I said originally. I'm going Savannah. Savannah to win.
They're asking who. They're asking the crowd who they think's gonna win. At first, I thought it was Savannah.
Yeah, Savannah. All right, our main event is coming up right after this.
At first, I thought it was Savannah. Then I thought, oh, I saw the confidence in Shields. And I thought, wow. Wow. But now I'll switch back to Savannah. Too long. Too long. Savannah's too long. And she punches heavy. I really can't see how Shields wins. Started following this gal on social media, and she's thick. She's kind of thick boned. Nice shape, but thick boned. But almost every other post she makes, it's about food. And I can see her getting bigger over the years. Over the years, I can see her getting bigger and bigger. And really now she's on the borderline. Right now she's thick, but you know, she could easily spill over into, you know, over thick. And every other post she makes is food. And it's good looking food, but it's food. And I could see her, give her 2 years, and I think she could capsize. 2 years and she could capsize. 2 years and I think she could capsize. Yeah, she's in the danger zone. She's in the danger zone. John D. Lee up in the building. What's happening, John?
Yeah, just enjoying the boxing. My girl won.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think she could win on points, to be honest.
No.
The whole Sky commentary team were in the Mayer camp. I felt before it even started, they were talking about how she was better and predicting the win. I actually thought she needed a knockout. It was tight.
Yeah.
If it had gone the other way, I wouldn't have been able to complain.
No.
That's really tight fight.
It was tight.
Yeah.
It was tight. I mean, I'm glad she won.
I know who you support, Raphael, and I understand why you went the way that you did.
Yeah. I'm glad she won, but on my scorecards, I thought, you know,
you had 2 rounds, didn't you?
Yeah, I gave it to Mayer by 2 rounds, but that was on volume. But I always saw the argument that it was an argument versus volume versus power. I always knew that was going to be that there could be a judge could look at it the other way, look at the power shots and
if you look
the power.
At this, Alicia did all the damage.
Yep.
Those jabs consistently landed, but there was just nothing on her.
Yeah, there was nothing on them. They look good, but it's a strong argument. I'm comfortable. They could have gone either way. He went.
So am I. I mean,
yeah.
you couldn't call that a landslide victory.
No.
It is a very tight fight.
Fight.
The one scorecard that was miles.
That was O'Connor. 97,
that was a terrible.
That was terrible. That was out of line. He was out of line. That was out of line. The other two were more sensible, 95, 96. And the other two were 95, 96 either way, different ways.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for me, when it's that tight, it's the problem with boxing. You haven't got a decisive answer, so you're going to have a side that's unhappy with the result, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. I don't know a resolution for that, to be frank. It certainly wasn't a robbery.
It wasn't a robbery. So that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. It could have gone the other way. It could have gone the other way.
I could see the result you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because at the time, professional boxing is treated as if it's an amateur sport where you just score points.
Points.
And I do feel that body shots just go under the radar.
Yeah.
And I felt Alicia did actually glance to the body quite a lot.
She did.
And I don't feel that gets scored enough.
I hear that.
And then Nasty as well.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Actually, Dubois fight.
Yeah. I did.
That was excellent body
nice
work.
Nice body shot finish as well.
Yeah, I love a body shot finish.
Yeah, that was good. What was the? I forgot that girl's name. I think she was at the Olympics.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I nipped the shot because I thought it was going to be boring.
Well, here's the thing. It was actually quite entertaining. But here's the thing. That girl, whatever her name is, I don't know if people know the name in the chat. But here's the thing. I mean, it's a controversial topic, but here's the thing. She has a girlfriend. That girl, she has a girlfriend. Now, here's the thing. I'm just going to word it very simply and succinctly. If a girl has a girlfriend, then I believe that alienates a percentage of men. A percentage of men are alienated when a sports personality, female sports personality, has a girlfriend. And I think it's understandable because they don't see them. There's an element of fandom, which is taken away when a lady star has a girlfriend. So there's a section of the male populace which which won't look at that woman, that sports star, in the same way they would another woman who caters for them. So I look at that woman whose name I forget, unfortunately.
I know the fight. I intentionally didn't watch it.
Yeah.
And what I would say is that cuts across all ways. Oscar De La Hoya, right?
Yeah.
Why was he such a big star? Because the ladies liked him as well.
Right.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua has been a big star because the ladies like him. That's why Tyson Fury didn't have the same rise to fame.
Right.
Because he doesn't have that appeal.
Right.
And that's nobody's fault. It's just a reality of of all fame.
Yeah.
Like being good looking.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny. The girl that has a girlfriend, she's not an attractive girl either. Well,
you see, that's why to me it's a double whammy. Because I looked at her and I thought, wow, your face looks a bit. I'll just be honest about this. I'm not being phobic in any way. I'm just saying that the face didn't look particularly feminine to me. That was the first thing. Didn't look particularly feminine to me. That's one. And then when I found out she had a girlfriend, then I'm saying, well, that alienates or that stops a certain percentage of men from getting behind her in a certain way.
About marquee value, Rafi. And if you look at sport generally speaking, to have upper echelon marquee value, it isn't based purely on your ability.
Right.
It's based on your how appealing you are, how entertaining you are. Like for me, totally different example. Usyk can't be a big star, no matter how good he is. No matter how much you rate him, his style is not meant for TV.
No, that's true.
It's meant to win amateur fights on point.
He's a points fighter.
Yeah, exactly. And it just has no entertainment value. He's a weirdo. Yeah. So he's not going to appeal to the mass population.
For real.
So it's not about how good he is, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we're talking about marquee value. He's never going to have big marquee value for that reason.
Yeah.
An alternative person who if he'd have been marketed better, potentially maybe would have had more marquee value than they had, is actually Deontay Wilder. Because he is an entertaining fighter.
Yeah,
Arguably, he's not the worst looking of boxers out there.
that's true.
But unfortunately, he was matched terribly.
Mm.
And maybe it's because he wasn't that good and would have got knocked out easily. Maybe.
Yeah.
But if looking at ingredients for marquee value,
potential.
He's nowhere near the talent of Usyk, but he's got more marquee value potential for those reasons.
Absolutely. And I think some of these women, like for example, the Lions, half of those women are women who don't like men. So once again, as a viewer, as a spectator, personally, I feel alienated.
Well, for me, the issue I have with women's football is I can enjoy women's boxing because when I look at the spectacle, it can be as good as men's boxing. I can enjoy women's tennis, women's athletics, women's gymnastics because as a spectacle, it can look as good. When I'm watching women's football on the TV, I'm like, it looks like Sunday League still to me.
Well, the American team played a schoolboy team of 14-year-olds, and they got beat 3-0.
So until I'm watching a spectacle that makes me feel like this is upper echelon, like you don't think that when you're watching women's athletics, do you? Women's 100 meters is often more entertaining than the men's. Yeah. So, and with that, I don't care what their orientations are. The entertainment value is there.
Yeah, for real.
Women's football, we're kind of guilt tripped into thinking we have to support it, but it's like, but I'm not entertained. I'm not
entertained. I'm not entertained. I don't support it because the quality ain't good. The quality ain't good.
There's potentially, I mean, I don't know how true it is. My school that I went to is a football school, and we had some really good footballers there. My one mate, his sister was extremely talented footballer.
Yeah,
but she had a heterosexual orientation.
Right.
And she came up against barriers in women's football. She didn't.
Yeah, I can believe that. Wherever there is wherever there's a strong non-heterosexual presence, be it in the workplace or in the sports orientated field or whatever, I have found there to be an anti-hetero bias. I have seen that, and I have experienced that.
That is also detrimental to the sport's appeal.
Yes, very, very detrimental.
On the same note, growing up as a kid, Martina Navratilova was the best tennis player.
Yes.
And I didn't mind watching her play because
I didn't mind watching her play. I quite fancied her, to be honest. There's something about her. I want to break her in.
Raphael was up for the challenge.
Raphael was up for the challenge, even though Raphael was just a young boy at the time.
But the point is, she was so good.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that's somehow different. That's somehow, I don't know. But that's classified her as different. I classified her as different. This sports situation, teams. I don't know. A team of gals who don't cater for a man. Somehow that's alienating. Alienating.
If they played such amazing football that it was the best football you ever seen, you might not get
the equation. That might alter the equation, but they don't.
But it's not even like lower league level. So like, why am I watching it?
Yeah, that's why I don't watch it. I wouldn't watch it. Yeah. I don't watch it
because
it's lower league stuff. And he doesn't. He just. I think it's an alienating factor. Also, a lot of money. They're both in the ring now. Shields and Marshall are in the ring now. Also, a lot of money. Lottery money has gone away from youth clubs for the youth, and they've gone into sports for ladies sports like football, and I think that's misdirected. If you're trying to create a false market, you're trying to create a market and boost the market and try and pretend that this is on par with the men's game, which is self-generating. You know, you're taking funding away from the youth and you're putting into these female sports, and I think it's wrong.
Well, I definitely think that's wrong because you're potentially preventing them from improving.
Yeah.
Because the counter argument, and I got frustrated with this because I like athletics. We're going back a while. Mark Lewis Francis was from my club, Birchfield. He openly admitted that his diet was poor, that he didn't train as hard as he should do, and he was comfortable on lottery money. The Americans don't get any funding, consistently produce high-performing athletes. Jamaicans in the sprints don't get lottery funding, consistently produce high-performing athletes. And the reason is they have to go in the Diamond League to earn money.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
saying take that lottery money, stop that lottery money from you've diverted it from the youth, you've diverted it from youth clubs, get it back to the youth, get it back to youth clubs, get it back to after school activities, and stop artificially inflating the women's football game. It's artificially inflated.
You could argue it's holding it back because they have to get better because they're artificially supported as well.
Artificially supported.
If they had to, the way for it to be a bigger sport would be to make it a more entertaining spectacle, which would mean they have to get better. I mean, I remember the first time I watched women's football, I couldn't understand why none of them could run properly. It's like women's athletes.
I've only glimpsed it, small glimpses. I couldn't watch it. It was nonsense.
Yeah, but that's because it's bad. So, like, if I watch the Olympics and I'm watching the women's 100 meters runners run, the women run technically just as well as the men.
Yeah.
So why is and when I watch a women's tennis player moving around the court, they move just as well as the men.
Yes.
When you think about the result there, Baumgardner is extremely explosive, and her footwork I thought was good. Her reflexes were good.
Yeah.
You can see that athletic. When I watch a women's footballer, they're just not athletic. It's like
strange moving. But anyway,
we get close.
That's my little rant about not relate to certain females in sports, and also the funding. Get it back to the youths. Give them stop taking lottery funding away from the youths and giving it to women's football. Get it back to the youths. Get it back to after school activities. Get it back to the youths and stop artificially inflating women's football because it's crap.
In fact, Raphael, this fight is a good case in point now. Shields is not an entertaining fighter for me.
No.
You know,
I don't watch the fights.
She's just going to throw loads of hands.
Yeah.
It's going to be meaningful. And it's going to be a points victory.
No, I don't think she's going to win.
Complains. She feels entitled that she should be paid the same as the men.
Hell
but
no.
The men don't get paid the same amount from man to man. They get paid according to their popularity.
What they generate. You get paid according to what you generate.
Exactly. And it's the same thing with women's football. The reason it doesn't make the same money is because it's not entertaining.
It's not entertaining at all. I do watch Savannah Marshall fights. I do not watch Shields fights. Savannah Marshall tends to knock gals out. As I say, Savannah Marshall puts bitches on their backs. I gotta say, honorable shout out to you, Fury, because that's a badass shirt. That is an Antonio Barrera shirt.
I like the shirt, but
you know who is Antonio Barreras?
Unfortunately for me,
you know who is Antonio Barreras? Do you know who he is?
Yeah, but my point is, Rafi.
Yeah.
If you're sloppy, you can't get away with wearing that type of shirt.
No, you can't.
Tyson,
you gotta be careful.
Haven't got the
the contours.
Yeah, they're not cut out for that type of stuff, but they like to wear it anyway.
Yeah, I like that shirt. I think I'd rock that shirt.
I could rock it. I think I'd rock it better, to be honest.
Yeah. I could rock that shirt. I think I could rock it.
No. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I think I could rock that shirt. I like it. Reality voice. Just don't freeze, Marshall, and we'll be good. Let's play Shield. Okay, hello everyone who's jumped in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. We're going in. Shields v Marshall. My pick is Marshall. to beat Shields. I don't care who wins, but I think Marshall's going to win. I've picked her for some time. Then I wavered a little bit because Shields seems so confident. But if I just look at my own mind and exclude all external thoughts, my own opinion, it's just Marshall wins.
Shields has been saying she's going to knock Savannah out.
Unrealistic.
If she tries for that, it's going to go badly for her.
Yeah.
The other thing is, not only has Savannah got the length, she's tricky.
Yeah.
She's very herky-jerky style.
I think that Shields has been trying to pull off a mental trick, a mind trick. She's trying to get into Savannah's head and trying to trick Savannah into thinking that Savannah isn't as good as she is and Shields is better than she is. I just want to see how this unfolds because I think Savannah wins. And
I'm just hoping for a knockout. Shields brought down the peg.
That's more like that's what Savannah does. And I don't see anything different here. I mean, if Shields wins because she deserves to win, then I'll congratulate her. I just want to see who wins because in my mind, I just can't see Shields winning. I think Savannah does what she does very well. If Shields stops her from doing that, then I'll congratulate her. I just think Savannah wins. I just want to see what happens.
Savannah's controlling the distance.
Yes. We're 1 minute and 18 seconds in, folks, into the first round. And it's Shields with the back against the ropes or towards the ropes, rather. And Savannah. 1, 2, 3. So Shields with it raining down on Savannah. Savannah's kind of, she's kind of not sixes and sevens exactly, but yeah, it's unusual territory for Savannah.
I've actually seen Savannah taking a lot of stuff like that and come up with big shots in the past.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
She's in the pocket. What she was doing was riding a lot.
Yeah.
So she's not getting hurt, but
yeah,
Clarissa got a huge amount of volume and speed.
Yeah.
That's what she has does, but she's going to get caught in the corners. I don't think it's going to end well for her in the long run.
This is interesting because there's been 2 big flurries from Shields. And with these quick rounds, Savannah's coming back. Shields with the back on the ropes.
I mean, the speed definitely goes to Shields.
Yeah.
But is that going to be enough?
Oh, Savannah trying to come back there. Okay, boom. That's a Shields round to me. Okay, Mark Beast, give me your opinions, folks. I want to hear what you're saying.
I don't know if that's Shields based on 2 flurries, but
no, you mark it, mate.
I'm a bit on the fence. That's why I'm saying it because.
Have you got a pen and paper though?
I can get that.
No, don't worry. You don't have to.
I'm gonna do it because you lose track of the way.
Yeah. Marshall, Shields.
That was a tight round. I'm gonna give it to Shields because she had 2 eye-catching flurries.
Yeah. Yeah. 4.
But it was. She's going to have more volume.
Yeah, this could be the same as the other fight, the fight we just seen, in terms of the volume versus the power.
Well, the difference being is we know that Shields can get dropped. Like Clarissa's been dropped by smaller fighters who don't hit as hard. And if she's gonna go into these flurries, it's only going to take 1 good punch from Savannah.
Yeah,
to actually catch her. The thing
that was a nice shot from Savannah.
Yeah. She's got a good range of punches, but she hasn't got the speed or the volume.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
You can hear the roar of the crowd. I got the volume turned down low, but you can hear the roar.
Volume coming from Savannah over there, though.
Yeah. Savannah knows she's got to pick it up a little bit.
Well, one thing I would say is for me, Peter Fury is a very, very good tactician.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
And what Savannah's definitely got to do is not get flustered when Clarissa gets off these big silos of punches.
Jeez. Shields is landing on Savannah's face. I don't know if Savannah... Whoa! Uppercut rocked Savannah's head back. I don't know if Savannah's been landed as used to being landed on as much as this, but it's only round 2.
I've seen Savannah take punishment.
Yeah. I forgot one girl was wailing on her. Giving her proper wailing for a couple of rounds before she got knocked out.
Yeah.
Forgot her name though.
Yeah. And Clarissa's going to do that. Whoa. If you fight Clarissa, you're going to get hit.
Yeah.
The thing is, what she does is she gives up all of her power to create that speed.
Yes. But that's another round for Savannah Shields to me.
I had that tighter because I had some good punches from Savannah.
Yeah. You mark it how you mark it.
I'm not getting influenced because I can see the arguments for what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because when she goes, but she's just doing it in spells. Like for me,
Marshall got hit by everything, 0 effect. Good signs.
I'm gonna give it to Shields again, but I feel like she doesn't do it for it's short bursts as well.
Well, TKO says first round to Marshall, so there's different opinions. I had that low left by Marshall. That low left.
Yeah, her jab hand's very low, but I understand why she does it. Because you create 2 different places for your opponent to look when you're long. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. Round 3. Yeah, the low left, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. But then you can jump from low. So you can't really do it. Yeah. Savannah establishing. So. Shields going backwards. Shields with it. Oh, Savannah catches Shields with 2 nice jabs. I would like to see her establish a jab better because it would be a good way to try and stop Clarissa from getting in. Yeah, she's flicking it out. She's flicking it out. But Clarissa is very good at getting in. And I think she's just going to have to hurt her in the pocket, to be honest. Because Savannah does throw good hooks. And she's going to the body quite a lot if you actually watch. And they might know that Clarissa's going to land a lot, and you just do it, weather those storms. Whoa. This is action-packed. 1-2 by Shields. Nice job by Marshall. 1-2-3 by Shields. Shields is killing her with volume. Absolutely killing her with volume. That's what she does. Yeah. Marshall comes back. Marshall's got her on the ropes. But if you look, Vanna is consistently going to the body, and I don't really feel like Marshall is at all. She's only throwing a lot of volume to the head that's not really hurting her. And Savannah moves her body a lot. So I don't really think that is causing any damage to her. Yeah, I've seen Shields going to the body. She just went to the body there. Yeah, but not. Yeah, she did again. She did that. I've seen her do it quite a few times. But again, they're nothing punches. Have you seen how Savannah's actually digging the Shields' body? Yeah, yeah. But I'm giving that round to Shields again. Yeah, I've given every round to Shields thus far. Nice job by Savannah. See those? Yeah. 10, 9. I was wondering how Shields could win this, and looking at it now, I see how she could win it. She could win it just by overwhelming Savannah Marshall with speed. Yeah, I mean, overwhelming. For Savannah to win, she's gonna have to really hurt her. Yes. Well, Savannah needs to. Savannah needs to. Savannah needs a knockout to win. I don't know about if she needs a knockout to win. If she puts her on her ass, the volume might go.
Yeah. Well, she needs to knock her down twice then to win.
We'll 3 rounds in. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's my prediction. That's what it's going to take. That's my prediction. Okay, so it's round 4, and Savannah is. I mean, Shields has her back against the ropes. Savannah putting in punches, doing a lot of head movement. I'm not sure that Savannah's landed anything solid yet.
She hasn't, and that's. And I think if she's going to try and land solid, she wants to try and land solid on the body first.
Yeah.
Because Clarissa's hard to hit clean in the head.
Yes.
But I found interesting when they're in the when they were in the dressing room, she was hitting Peter Fury he had like the body sparring pads on. Yeah. The knee. I don't. Like,
she's on my nizzle. Shields is Savannah's throwing these punches, but Shields is the crisper one. Shields is landing the crisper punches.
She's accurate.
Yeah.
I know. It's high volume, high accuracy.
Yeah.
So she's winning.
She's definitely winning. And I think and she's going to the body as well regularly. I don't know if you're noticing that.
No, she did there. No, yeah. I didn't get in there.
Yeah, she's doing it regularly. Savannah's a cheeky one at the end. It's Shields for me again.
No, that round I'm giving it to Shields as well.
Shields again.
But
what are people saying?
For her to turn the tide, she's got to land. And I think Shields can keep this work rate up. I think the biggest person who I'd be interested to see how they would make the adjustment to 3-minute rounds is actually Shields.
Yeah.
Because when I watch her training's terrible. Like, I follow her on Instagram, and when she posts what she does in the gym, from a strength and conditioning point of view, I don't rate it at all.
Mm-hmm. Has the occasion got to Savannah?
Maybe, but I think this is what Clarissa does. She drowns people with volume. That's her style.
Round 5.
And Savannah has not landed on her. And if she can't land on her, it's going to be a hard night for her.
It's going to be a bloody hard night. Oh, nice body shot from... a couple of body shots from Savannah. She's turning it up this round. Shields with the back on the ropes. Savannah landed a nice couple of body shots there. The first time that I've seen. I mean, dug them in. But she also got her head turned by Shields. I've seen Shields turn Savannah's head a few times, just whip it around, which has surprised me. But nice start from Savannah. First half of the round. You're dogging it out. It's an intriguing fight. Whoa, nice combination. Downstairs, upstairs from Savannah Marshall. Nothing too telling power-wise, but nice combination.
But the thing with Savannah is her power is fluid. Like when she lands and knocks someone out, it doesn't look like she's really...
Yeah, she doesn't wind up. You don't see
she's just got fluid power.
Yeah.
Which I think comes from technique, to be honest.
Yes, technique first. To say the last thing to go is power, but I always say technique. Bloody hell. I always say the last thing to go would be technique. If you got good technique, you can keep it. That's the first round I've given to Savannah Marshall. That was the first. That was the 10th round. That was the fifth round. The first round I've given to Savannah Marshall.
Well, and that'll be interesting because I do think Savannah has been digging to that body, and it'll be interesting to see if Clarissa can go at this pace while she's getting hit. Because that's the first time it looked like Clarissa had slowed down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, did she slow down or did Savannah step it up? I think Savannah stepped it up, but she may have slowed down as well. It's interesting.
Well, what I was saying is for Clarissa to slow down, you've got to hurt her.
Right.
Because if you don't back her up, if you don't hurt her, Clarissa can normally go at that pace the entire 10 rounds.
Okay, that's interesting. Round 6. Okay, Clarissa's already gone to the body 2 times already. Okay. This is really hotting up. This is hotting up. This is hotting up. This is hot. One, two, three, 4. Volume punches from Clarissa. Onto Shields' head, but Clarissa breathing now. See some breathing.
Yeah, I think she's getting to Clarissa.
Yeah, could be.
Hurting her because that's the only way you slow her down.
Oh, that was a nice left hook from Savannah. And a right hook turned Clarissa's head. Uppercut, you see that? Oh, shit. See Clarissa looking like she might be tiring there. Let's have a look.
I do think Savannah's been investing into the body. I know Clarissa's been throwing to the body, but when you don't punch hard and you're just touching your opponent, it's not going to wear them down.
Right.
It can fluster people.
Yeah.
Which is what I think Clarissa does. She gets people flustered.
Yeah. Savannah was talking to you there. So maybe
but I think Savannah's kept her composure.
Yeah.
And the harder shots are starting to.
Yeah. She's getting more comfortable.
Down a bit.
She's getting more comfortable.
But Clarissa's
throwing less. Clarissa's throwing less. Right, hook from Clarissa. Oh, big shot for Clarissa. Not to say it's affecting Savannah, but they look big shots. But big swing. Got to give that to Savannah again. 10-9. Savannah.
I'm giving that. But I think the other thing as well, really, is Savannah's best chance is a stoppage. But what are we? So I've given Clarissa 4 and Savannah 2.
Yeah.
Just turn the tide. And if Clarissa starts to drown in this because she's blown a gasket, it could be a horrible night for Clarissa.
Yeah, because there's
the volume definitely got down.
Yeah, the volume's down, but the volume can't be down for her to win.
Yeah, because she hasn't got the length and she hasn't got.
She needs to be high volume to win. So.
And the way that Clarissa was predicting a knockout, I think she's tried to do it with accumulation and potentially blown a gas tank.
She may have. A little bit of swelling under the left eye of Clarissa, unless I'm mistaken.
Coming out the ground slowly as well. She didn't rush it out this time.
No. Less volume now from Clarissa for sure.
She's getting wary about what's coming back. I think she's getting hurt, and she realizes that this power that they talk about is real.
Could be. I think she's just slowing down. I think she's just slowing down because Marshall she stayed the course. She hasn't faded away. She hasn't shied away from the volume, and now she's the one with the volume. And Clarissa's the one covering her. So it's role reversed on that. But of course, Shields has that extra thing that Savannah has, that thing that Shields doesn't have, which is power. So,
well, this is speed versus length and power, basically, because I think they've both got skill.
Yeah. Oh,
they're really hanging now.
Oh, Shields. I mean, Savannah whipping some heavy shots in their hooks, and upstairs and downstairs.
That's the other thing that I've always liked about Savannah is the shot selection.
Yeah, variation, bunch of variation. She's gone to the body 2 times there. Now Shields may be feeling the power. I agree. But has she got the power to stop Savannah? I don't think so. But does Savannah have the power to stop Shields? I think so. So this is fascinating because Shields ran away with the first rounds, the early round, first half of the fight, and now Savannah is look like it's a wash for the second half.
She's trying to come back into it at the end of that round, and it was so ineffectual. And I think it's because she's got angry that she's realised she's not winning. I'm giving that to Savannah.
Yeah.
I've got 1 round in it in Clarissa's favour now, but she hasn't won a round for 3 rounds straight.
Yeah, I'm giving that. That was closer to me. I think
it still there was like one little flurry from Clarissa.
Yeah.
Clarissa did a lot of holding. It was very negative.
I think Savannah won that round overall.
The body shots from Savannah in the first half of that round, there was a high volume of them. They were vicious as well.
It was.
If Savannah wins this on points,
it's a hell of a scrap.
If Savannah wins some points, Clarissa is going to call it a robbery in the UK.
Yeah.
Because I've never known a human being be as arrogant as Clarissa Shields and grating in their personality.
She's grating.
Allegedly, she threw hands at Eddie Hearn, you know.
I've heard that.
It's like
crazy.
The man who would have offered you a contract and made you a star, you threw hands at him.
Crazy. Okay, so this is what
it's a bit of a scrappy start, but I
come back.
Anna's trying to come back, but it's very scrappy and ragged looking to me.
Yes. Shields wants to. She knows she has to come back with volume. She has to. Whoa. Is Savannah tired? Did she stumble over her feet there a little bit?
She always looks a bit herky-jerky though.
Yeah. No, I think Savannah looks tired. She may not be.
Possibly.
She looks tired right now for this round.
I understand what you're saying, Raphael. I wouldn't say you're wrong.
This moment. I'm saying she can't come back in the next round right about now.
But Clarissa's volume's still down.
Clarissa's volume has come back.
It's gone up from what it was, but
it's gone up from what it was in the last few rounds. Yeah,
but it's not what it was.
She's turned it up. No, but she hasn't turned it up to what it was.
No, and also I think the round's scrappy. Like Savannah's missing, and so Clarissa, they're both missing.
Yeah,
and they both look tired.
This is good. This is good. This is a scrap. This is good. I give that round to Shields.
Yeah.
Personally.
No. I'm all right.
I think she had to pull it out.
I agree. Savannah. Savannah might have blown her gas tank though.
Savannah looked tired in that round. I saw fatigue. I saw it's in the legs. It's when you stutter, when the legs stutter, when the feet stutter. That's a sign. But she might come back. It's not permanent.
But it's still only 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I've got 2 rounds in it. And how many rounds we've got left? 2 rounds.
2 rounds. I never do my marking. I never do my marking until the last round.
I think Savannah needs a knockdown to win now.
Well,
On my card, she actually does.
Yeah. I always expected that she'd need a knockdown to win. Savannah. I always felt that.
I wasn't sure how Clarissa would react to the power.
Mm.
And in all fairness to Clarissa, she's brave.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't like the way she fights. I'm not into people that try and score points in professional boxing.
Yeah, I hear that. Oh, Savannah. Savannah's got Clarissa on the ropes. Clarissa's firing back. Clarissa's firing back. One, two. This is a good scrap.
But I don't like
that. There's 2 drawn rounds in this. You shouldn't do that. I've seen the markings.
Yeah, but that's the viewers' verdict, so that's a vote.
Yeah, that's 2 draw. Oh, see here. I don't like drawed rounds.
That's irrelevant. That's the guy featured trying to do something.
Savannah coming with hooks. Good job. Good job. Lays on Savannah. Does shields. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Savannah's trying to bring it. Savannah's digging deep. She knows it's the 9th round. Savannah's digging deep. Damn.
I've got Miles in this round.
Yeah. She's winning this round. Savannah Marshall. This is incredible. This is really good stuff. This is riveting. Riveting.
I still think we should have 3-minute rounds in women's boxing.
I say go 2.5.
I know. You're trying to compromise.
That was Savannah Marshall.
Yeah.
10-9.
I've got it down that Savannah has got to knock her down to win. And they both look very tired.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's as much sting left on Savannah's shots anymore.
Shields is a shrewd, smart fighter. Shields is turtling up. This almost beats the 19-year-old influencer girls on the zone earlier. I don't know them girls. Who them girls? Great head movement from Marshall to go 5 up. She ain't up on my card, right?
Yeah, but some of those rounds that you would have, there's been a lot of nip and tuck rounds in this.
This could easily.
You could have it going the other way. But what I do know is if Clarissa loses on the card, she's going to be a very sore loser around.
Yeah.
And she'll just claim it was a robbery and deny it.
Yeah, unless she gets knocked down.
No, even then I don't think she'd admit it because she's won when knocked down before. Come on, Savannah, just put her on the backside.
Yeah. I really don't care who wins. I really don't care.
I just don't like Clarissa.
Really don't care. Yeah.
Like the whole thing when her entourage.
Savannah's trying her best. She's trying on the run. She's trying to get some power in there.
When Clarissa's entourage put her hands on Mr. Bashir, that was it for me. And I've just can't move on from it, Raph.
Yeah. No, it's out of line. Totally out of line. I'm more of a fan of Savannah than I am of Shields. I'm not a Shields fan. I watch Savannah fights. I don't watch Shields fights, but I'm fascinated by this. I was fascinated by how this would play out.
This, for me, was always going to be the best fight in women's boxing.
Yeah.
It's much more entertaining than any of the Katie Taylor fights.
Yeah.
I don't like Katie Taylor's style.
like Katie Taylor's style.
No, I don't like it at all.
She's got a face like a cat, which I don't like either.
Well, I mean, I'm not really bothered about that, but
I'm bothered about it.
With Katie, there's no power,
Yeah.
And the skill isn't so much that she's winning by a country mile. It's not like when you watch Shakur,
Yeah.
you know, the skill's so far evident that you understand why he's won, even if it's boring.
Yeah. These gals look tired. Marshall looks really tired.
They're both tired.
They're both tired. But we're looking at Marshall's face here. Shields coming back. This is very difficult. This
but
is
Shields is swinging wild for me. She's not even landing it. She's
But
throwing.
I gave that round to Marshall. OMG. OMG.
You've got it tied.
Well, let's have a look.
I've got it tied. I've got it 5 each.
Let's have a look. 100, 97, 96, 95. Oh my gosh. 95. 100, 97, 99, 98, 97, 96. Oh, friggin' hell, it's 95, 95.
Yeah, I've got it 5 rounds each.
95, 95. I thought Shields was winning, but it's 95, 95. So when I took that, wow. So what's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? It's in the home.
Unless I have got a definite prediction. Unless it's a Shields win, there's going to be a big tantrum.
I've got it 5 rounds. I've got it 5 rounds. I didn't even realize that. I thought Shields was winning. I thought I had Shields ahead, but it's 5 rounds apiece. Wow. Wow, this is amazing. 5 rounds apiece. I've got it 5 rounds apiece. John's got it 5 rounds apiece. And I only tally up at the very end. So I didn't know. I didn't know what was what. I didn't know it was 5 apiece on my card. So, wow. 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 What the hell are the judges going to say?
We've already arguably had one controversial one.
Yeah. Which way is he going to go this time? This is fascinating. Because that was a genuine draw on my card. That was a genuine draw. No drawn rounds, just 5 rounds apiece.
Yeah, I had it 5 rounds each.
Wow. What the hell's going to happen? What the hell is going to happen? Freaking hell. I don't know what to think. I wonder if they're going to... What the hell's going to happen? I have no idea.
What needs to happen is we need 3-minute rounds.
2.5 minutes, I said. 2.5 minutes.
At the end of 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision.
Wow.
Judge Brady scores at 96 to 94, while judges Lombardi and Buscarelli score at 97 to 93, declaring the winner by unanimous decision. And the new undisputed
What's going to happen?
middleweight champion of the world, the GOAT.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mm.
Oh my God.
I don't really think she did enough to win.
No, that was a draw to me.
The other thing with Clarissa is, it's like, okay, well, you do all this volume and this speed, but what's the point of it? Like, you're not there to hurt your opponent. She's another points fighter, which is why I just don't like her.
What I say about Clarissa there is that wasn't points fighting to me. That was she was trying to knock the girl out. That was not points fighting. It's only points fighting because she doesn't hit hard.
But Raphael,
normally it's points fighting, but that fight there, to me, that wasn't points fighting.
My counter to that is the only reason that she's able to produce that amount of volume is because there's nothing on the shots.
Yeah.
So her style is set up to win a points victory because she doesn't generate power from her technique.
I enjoyed that fight, and I love the point fight. And Clarissa was trying to knock the girl out. She just hasn't got the power. But let me answer this question that's been asked to me. Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. Which round did you give Shields after the 4th? Well, I'll tell you all the rounds I gave Shields. How about that? I'll tell you all the rounds I gave Shields.
Raph is prepared.
10. I mean, the first round, round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, and round 8. Oh, that was the question you asked after round 4. Yeah, round 8. I gave her round 8. Who did you give round 8, John?
I actually don't know because the way I split it was I've got columns underneath. Well, I've got 2 rows. Top row, Clarissa. Bottom row, Savannah. So that's how I was keeping track of it. So I just know who's each row, and they've both got 5 scorecard.
Okay.
I think there are rounds where, in the second half of the fight, Savannah looked like she was having a rest.
Yeah.
And she was falling in when Clarissa was holding.
Yeah.
She'd stopped trying to hurt Clarissa when Clarissa was holding.
JJ says robbery.
The scorecard's not even wide.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's unanimous, but like 2 had Clarissa winning by 2 rounds and 1 had them winning by 1.
Yeah, that's not a robbery.
And when a fight's that tight, it can go either way.
Yeah.
And if anything, for me, this is an argument for 3-minute rounds. Because
yeah, I hear you. I would say 2.5.
I know.
We need to try 2.5. 3 is a big jump. 3 is a big jump. That's like 33. That's like asking the girls for the same money to fight 33% more time.
But my argument would be
Let's listen to Clarissa.
Tonight, and after a tough opponent, you know, I couldn't even see out my right eye, round 6 to 10, because she do hit hard. But I bent down, and I did what I do in training, and I got the job done. So I just want to thank Savannah Marshall and her team. I want to thank the whole UK for being here, because it's not just a special moment for me, but it's a special moment for women's boxing. Savannah Marshall, Aliciabaumgardner, mikaelamayer, Caroline Boyce. I mean,
Caroline Du Bois.
Boxing has been around for so many years, and so many greats that came before us, but
it hasn't been around that long.
And I think that's fight of the year.
That was a good fight.
I'm so happy.
That's fight of the year. It was a good fight.
It's an unbelievable moment right now.
Brilliant words, powerful words. Sport can only grow from here. The fight itself, can you be honest? I'd love to know what you said when you went over to Savannah there.
I don't know how much of that I can really show. Really.
Yeah, she's a tough competitor. She's a hard puncher. She has endurance, but I'm the better fighter 10 years later. And if you ask me, I'm 2-0 against her because I never felt like I lost in the amateurs. But now I guess we can say we 1-1. And I don't know why she want to retire. But if that's what she want to do, do it. But she got a lot left for sure.
I think a lot of people thought that you were great, but did she push you to a whole new level tonight? That you went above and beyond anything that we've seen before?
I've been down every round. Every round, if I felt like she was a big shot, I hit her back with a big shot. If she hit me to the body, I punched her to the body. It was times I threw her against the ropes and landed my shot. It was times where she won on the ropes. But I know I did the most work today, and that I was winning the inside combinations.
It's almost, it sounds bizarre, but to get booed here, you're going to get booed here. But I do think that you have won some fans over. I think we're going to lose you now. I think we're going to lose you.
Thank you, guys. Listen, UK, I love you guys. And you guys have a lot of great women fighters, and I would love to come back and not be cool by you guys one day. But as of right now, I just want everybody to give it up for me, Savannah Marshall, and all the women that came here today.
Am I right in saying we lose you to the PFL now, who were very gracious in letting the delay take place? Would you then come back to boxing and do this again, or have you got other challenges? The rematch clause was shrouded in mystery. We didn't even know what it meant. Is there a rematch with Savannah Marshall, or will you now pursue other avenues?
It was a rematch clause, and it was a controversial decision, but I won unanimously today. So it would have been like a split. I'm quite sure they would have been calling for a rematch in boxing. Would have won the rematch, but it was unanimously today.
We're boxing fans, so we would love to see it again. Would you welcome it in the States? You welcome her over to the States and we do it one more time in the US?
Absolutely. If that's what the fans want, then that's what we're going to do. I would love to fight in the UK. My dream is to fight the T-Mobile Arena. So, yeah, for sure. Champion talk. Go ahead, baby.
Savannah, commiserations. How do you feel right now?
Listen to Savannah.
Probably the best female fight that we've ever had in a British ring.
I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone involved in it. for coming to support me. I really appreciate it, and it's absolutely amazing. And 2 women have sold out the O2. It's unbelievable, and thank you, everyone here, from the bottom of my heart.
Was she better than you thought she was? Did she bring the best out of you? How do you feel the fight went for you? The first half, perhaps, is the half of the fight that cost you.
Chris is a brilliant fighter. She definitely is. She's not as fast as what I thought she was, but no, she's a brilliant fighter, and she's definitely earned the title of greatest woman of all time.
I don't think we're going to get this coffee yet, but will we get it in the future?
Maybe after the 3rd one.
Congratulations to both of you. A historic night. Congratulations.
What incredible and powerful words from the pair of them. Cover themselves in exceptional.
Surely we don't need to listen to.
Marissa Shields.
Say again?
Victor.
Surely we don't need to listen to Adam.
No, we don't need to listen to that. We don't need to listen to that. What's his name again?
Adam Smith.
Oh, Adam Smith.
I
Adam
can't
Smith.
stand that.
Adam Smith. Yeah, Adam Smith. Dodgy character. Yeah, I mean, it was 5-5 to me. It's 5-5 on my scorecard.
I think ultimately Savannah struggled to land clean, and it cost her.
Yeah. She did struggle to land clean.
She did, and she got to Clarissa because she made her slow down.
Yeah.
But I suppose Clarissa's belief is what got her through that fight, because when she was in a lot of pain, she tried to come back at her. And I think there were a couple of rounds after the halfway point where she did do enough to nick it. They weren't decisive like the early rounds that she won.
No.
They were nip and tuck rounds.
Very much so.
And when it's that close, I could see Savannah winning that fight as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I if they'd have said Savannah won.
How many times in men's boxing do we see the first rounds ignored, and whoever brings it home and is more dominant in the second half win the fight?
Yeah.
I've seen it on numerous occasions. Savannah turned the tide and, for me, brought it home. Yeah, she might have dropped the odd round, but she won the last round and she won the majority of the second half.
Yeah.
But it's that tight, doesn't really matter.
It was 50-50 for me. It was 50-50, 5 rounds apiece. And like I say, I don't count the rounds. I don't count how many rounds I've given to each person, so I never know. I don't know until the end of the fight.
I can see it very clearly. How I've got it up. That's why I was saying to you before we got, I think, 2 rounds out. I think after the 8th, I was saying that for Savannah to win on my card, she needed a knockdown. The best she could hope for was a draw. Because in the second half, Clarissa won, for me, I think, 2 rounds in the second half.
Yeah. Clarissa, for me, only won 1 round in the second half, and that was the 8th. But she'd won the first 4 for me. She won the first 4 and then the 8th. So that means she's got 5 rounds. And that's what she needed for a draw. That was Clarissa. But Marshall's round was the 10th round, the 9th round, the 7th round, the 6th round, the 5th round. That's 5 rounds. So she dominated. Marshall dominated the second half of the fight. Shields dominated the first half.
That's definitely the story of the fight, however you score it.
Yeah.
I don't like people who never put anything on their punches. And for me, it's amateur style. It's how Lomachenko fights. It's how Usyk fights. It's how Clarissa fights. And I don't find any intrigue in knowing that there's going to be a points victory. No excitement in that.
Well, the thing for me with Clarissa is that I think she was trying her best to knock her out.
I think Clarissa tried to knock people out before and complain the referee hasn't stopped it. But the fact is, because I think Lomachenko's style is fairly similar in that there's a lot of volume.
Yeah.
And it's aggressive in that the amount of volume and the fact that it's coming forward. But because of your fundamental punch technique is geared up to producing volume over power, you sacrifice all your power by having high volume.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to maintain that type of volume if you were putting more on your punches.
Yes.
I think she'd actually lose speed as well.
But I think Clarissa was loading up on the punches. I think she was loading up. She was trying her best. She was loading up. I don't think she was holding back. I think she was loading up. That's why she got tired. That's why she got so tired. If she was doing a points fighter thing, a typical points fighter thing, she wouldn't have got so tired in the second half of the fight. But because she was loading up and trying her best to knock out Savannah Marshall, I think that's why she got so tired, which typically I don't know if she gets so tired. So
she doesn't normally get tired, and I've seen her trying to get people out of there before.
Right.
And the difference for me was Savannah was hurting her. Savannah slowed her down. And I've seen her try and load up. And what I'm saying is it's not the intention is, I'm not saying the intention is to get a points victory. I'm saying the style is set up for that, in that fundamentally she doesn't have the punch technique to be a knockout puncher. So if you look at someone like, I always say Joe Louis, so I'm going to say somebody else. If you look at Tommy Hearns, as an amateur, he was very much a points fighter. And he's living proof that power comes from technique, because he had no power as an amateur, and Manny Stewart developed a technique that created his power.
Right.
And that's my point. When you move to the professional boxing, like Ben Whittaker has done to his credit, who was again another shoeshine fighter for the amateurs, and it works in the amateurs. He's intentionally gone to a trainer that's known to create power punches. To switch it up pro ranks. And what is also little known about Joe Louis, when he was an amateur fighter, he was an outside skillful point scoring fighter, and they changed his style because they knew as a black boxer he would never get the points win, so it wouldn't work. So they created him to be a knockout puncher through technique, and that's how he was able to knock out much bigger men, because he had the superior technique.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Technique to me. Technique is king. Technique is king. 3-minute rounds. Hashtag 3-minute rounds. Raph says hashtag 2.5-minute rounds. You know what I'm saying? they ain't gonna go from 2 minutes to 3 minutes.
I want to give you a counter argument here.
I'm saying they're not gonna go from 2 minutes to 3 minutes. I'm saying you're basing it. They're not gonna do that. They're just not gonna do that.
You're basing it on work. So for me, I work in a sales capacity.
Yes.
You have to gamble and take a risk and put a lot of work in to get the big win.
Right.
I think in women's boxing, there would be a lot more knockouts after 3 minutes. It would become a more exciting sport, and the money would flow better. So you take that gamble for the big prize. That would be my argument for going.
Well, there's a medical argument as well. There's a medical argument why it's not 3 minutes for women.
Yeah, but if it's a medical argument, they shouldn't box.
The medical argument is that women are more susceptible to brain damage.
But if we go down that road, why are we letting them box?
And so no. So we're letting them box because it's 2 minutes. That's why we're letting them box, because we mitigate that by having it only 2 minutes.
But
you make it 3 minutes, and then you're going against what the medical advice appears to be.
But roughly,
that's why I say 2.5 minutes.
The medical advice is to not get punched in the head at all.
Yeah. And so they say, well, we don't need to get punched in the head at all, but if you are going to get punched in the head, we're only going to let you get punched in the head for 2 minutes. So we're keeping you safe. That's why I say I'm going to go from 2 minutes to 3 minutes. I know there's benefits, there's potential benefits, because the benefit is that the women are going to get fatigued.
Also, just
that will open up the possibility for more knockouts, because the women are going to get more tired.
I've watched white collar boxing and other things, because I know people who participate in it.
Yeah.
They often have 2 minute rounds, and there aren't many knockouts because it's fundamentally hard to knock somebody out in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not easy, man or woman. And men's boxing would be more boring if it was 2 minute rounds. And if you look at the MMA, what do women fight shorter rounds in MMA? I don't know.
No.
And do the women have bigger stars in MMA?
Who's a female star in MMA now?
I don't know about that,
there was Ronda Rousey. She's gone. So who's left? Oh yeah, you got a Chinese girl, Yili Zhang. And oh yeah, you had Thug Rose. Thug Rose is still there. You had Von Chaychek. She just retired.
Because I know when I speak to casual boxing fans, none of them know any. They might know who Katie Taylor is, but they don't watch her fight.
Yeah. Massive women stars in no, not really, not anymore.
Well, there's none in boxing.
There's none in boxing. Is there none?
Yeah. All right. Well,
are there none? You got.
Okay. When's the last time?
A big outside of boxing. And Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor might have had a little bit of crossover appeal, maybe.
They're not big.
Cyborg. Oh, you got that. You got Cyborg, the Brazilian chick. She's getting old now. She's old now. She's past the sell-by date prime. And you got another Brazilian chick who beat her, and whose name I've forgotten. But I'm not very good at remembering names. But massive? Nah. You got no massive female stars in the UFC.
And to get that, I think you would need a 3-minute round.
Well, you got the 5-minute rounds. You get the 5-minute rounds in UFC. You got no big stars. You got no big female stars.
He doesn't have any big stars anyway. Who's a crossover star mainstream from UFC?
Who's a crossover star in general?
Who has sponsorship?
Who has been? Yeah, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but
he did it through.
He has notoriety.
Yeah.
Has he ever had a sponsorship deal for anything?
Well, no. I mean, MMA and UFC and sponsorship, that's a sore topic because they do it differently.
I know. I mean, I would argue that the setup is to make Dana White rich, not fighters.
Yeah.
And that stops. He holds back people from being big stars because it would make them too powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So you could argue that intrinsically it's not set up to create big stars. But boxing actually is.
Yeah.
Boxing does create big stars.
Yeah, it does.
Even Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kong is in the building. The Iron Kong, talk to me.
Yeah, good evening to my two Birmingham correspondents out there in the wild of Birmingham, the tropical confines of Birmingham.
It's definitely not tropical today, Kong.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I want to say firstly, RIP to the brief career of Mr. Kwesi Kwarteng. Is that his name?
Oh, damn. That was brief.
Sacked by Milady Truss. I'm
well,
sorry.
That's why you should never dance with the devil.
When I heard he was, I was like, oh, that's unfortunate.
That was
brief.
But anyway. Brief.
Your hair is very brief. That was like as fast as when I had that warehouse packing job and I kept stealing the cornflakes. So
those cornflakes will expand that waistline.
Yeah, I do like cornflakes, so I used to steal the cornflakes. So anyway, before they caught me, I quit. But anyway, shout outs to the ladies. Nice fight,
ladies. Yeah,
I only saw like the last 3 rounds of the Baumgardner fight because I was backing Baumgardner to win because of how she looked.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody looks.
All three of us appreciate that guy.
My bad. I don't think anybody that looks like mikaelamayer should be the face of any kind of division. So Baumgardner did the right thing. Shout out to Eddie Hearn for sending Baumgardner over on an assassination mission.
Yeah.
To take the belts and bring them back. Now they can make Hyun Mi Choi stop ducking and come get knocked out.
Yeah.
I picked Clarissa to beat Marshall. She beat Marshall. I told people Marshall is not who they think she is, and she gonna get pieced up. And she got pieced up. It's unfortunate that Peter Fury now has two people who he can't get over the hump. Huey can't stay healthy, and Savannah Marshall. Soon she fights somebody worth a damn, she loses.
Damn.
So
Dang.
that's what it is.
Did you think Clarissa beat Marshall by more rounds? You think Clarissa beat Marshall by more rounds, won more rounds than Marshall did?
I think, yeah, of course. I think she won more rounds. You don't think so?
No, I had it five rounds apiece.
We both scored it a draw.
I didn't.
We did
Clarissa
score
won
as well.
What's that?
We did score it as we went. Like we did scorecard.
No, I didn't have no draw. I thought she won. I thought she. There was oh my god, I can't remember the round, but Savannah did come on late, but I don't remember which one it was, but Clarissa did steal that one round, and I think she took it by a round. Okay. So
you had it tight, Kung. So I mean, if Clarissa is as good as she's supposed to be, having it that tight by one round isn't really that.
Well, I think she faded in the later rounds. I think she came out really, really, really fast, and I think she had to because Clarissa don't really have power, so she had to win by volume, and she had to really like rack up the punches to keep what's her name, Savannah Marshall off of her. Yeah. So she had to throw a lot of punches that probably she shouldn't have early on. Yeah. Like if she was fighting somebody else, she wouldn't have thrown that much punches.
I think so. Yeah.
But again, my point is
that
you can't berate Savannah that badly if she only lost by one round.
Savannah needs to learn to win early rounds, not lose like 4 rounds in a row.
She did lose 4 rounds in a row. That's how we both had it like that. Yeah. But I thought she turned it around after that. But I had it a draw. So
I know.
You by one round. We've got it as a draw. Ultimately, for me, that's a very close fight.
Clarissa is gonna go home now and argue with her man, and probably have some awful, coitus.
I don't want to have to think about that. Thank you. Let's talk about Alicia, not Clarissa, please.
Alicia had on a wonderful. I don't know what was she was under that.
Lord.
I came on.
7 rounds of enjoyment there.
I saw like 3 rounds, the ending 3 rounds, and I was like, yes, I'm just in time. Ass peeking out, I was like, yes.
That girl is confident. That girl is confident because I don't. There was one thing I noticed with the I don't know if either of you see my weighing video. The common denominator is that all the girls let it all out. Every single one of them let it all out on the weigh-ins. It's like none of them wanted to be outdone by the other. It was cheeks. It was cheeks all the way. And women are very competitive. So I know there was probably she's gonna have a cheeks out. She's gonna go cheeks out. I'm gonna go cheeks out. She ain't gonna want to cheat me.
Rafi, if we're gonna do that cheeks out, I've got to give the winning position to Alicia on that front.
Well, I was gonna do a poll about who's the peachiest of them all. I was gonna do a poll, but it's no point. It's pretty obvious.
Happy.
It's pretty obvious.
Clarissa, what you were saying about Clarissa being a fat girl, I follow her on Instagram and I've watched her training. And I don't know why she posts her strength and conditioning training because it's technically so horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really understand why boxers bench press.
Well, it's not going to be horrific to them. They think it's.
No, but Rafi, about the technique.
Yeah.
So I don't. When I'm looking at the weights, because I know some girls who train very hard. Yeah. I know girls who lift. Considerably more than Clarissa.
Yeah.
But her technique's horrific. And I don't understand why boxers are wasting their time bench pressing anyway. I don't know how much carryover you're really going to get from that.
Yeah.
The bench 75 kg, which is okay for a woman of her weight, but it was one arm going at twice the speed the other. It didn't touch the chest. It's just like this, just bad.
How does this relate to the cheeks?
She's sloppy. Physically, she's sloppy.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a fat girl when she retires, like you say.
Like,
okay.
John's bringing my words back. John's bringing my words back to haunt me. Oh my lord! I've eased up on Clarissa since them days. I've eased up on her tremendously since them days. I cut her a lot more slack.
I mean, I know, Kong, that you're sympathetic to the mumpies, so maybe you don't mind that.
You know me?
Kong,
I like Fatima.
Huh?
No, I like Fatima, man. Look here. Robert O'Donoghue. Yeah, you talk Clarissa running. Yeah, of course she got hurt by punches. It's boxing. Usyk admitted he got hurt by AJ or whatever, sent him to the moon or whatever, but AJ still got pieced up. That don't mean nothing. You getting hurt by a punch by a big person. What does that mean? That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to hurt you once or twice. Yeah. But I don't mean you won the fight. I mean, what? Look here, man. So I told people Savannah Marshall ain't fought nobody. Nobody.
But that's women's boxing in general, Kong. The talent is not deep, particularly
it's like from zero, you're probably in a title match, but I tell you in like your fifth fight.
And by your own admission, Clarissa only won by 1 round. So arguably that's been Clarissa's biggest test as well.
Yeah, sure, no problem. That's fine. I don't know. Maybe Hannah Gabriel dropped Clarissa.
Yeah, maybe. But again, pieced her up a lot because that's what Clarissa does. She throws a huge volume of punches that have absolutely nothing on them.
So hold on a second. So is Savannah Marshall's punch power overrated? Iron Kong?
No, I think she has real power. It's just that Clarissa did the correct thing by staying within the distance. So Savannah Marshall didn't get a chance to really extend on her.
Yeah.
And she has, the chick has good movement, head movement, bob and weave.
Yeah.
Out here.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Savannah didn't. The only really telling shots she landed were body shots for me.
So, John, how come if Savannah Marshall is such a heavy puncher, how come she couldn't drop Shields?
Because she didn't land clean.
Sorry?
She didn't land clean.
But if you're a heavy shotter, then part of your job is to land clean.
No.
If you're a knockout artist, then part of your job is to land clean.
Hold on. So in my argument, you can be a knockout artist without being a heavy puncher because you know how to set your punches up and land clean. So here's a good case in point. Joe Joyce, I think, is a heavy-handed person.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really land that clean. And in women's boxing, Savannah has been landing clean and knocking people out.
Yeah.
But Clarissa's head movement and body movement is elite. So I would rather give the credit to Clarissa, which was what Clarissa was saying going all the way through into this. If it doesn't matter if you can't land clean, that's what Clarissa was saying. And to Clarissa's credit, I think she stops Savannah from landing clean.
Yeah, I think.
And there's a separate issue about being a knockout artist because that's about how you set up your punches rather than just how heavy you actually throw. Yeah.
So
I think you're a knockout artist without having the best power if you know how to get people out of there.
So what's Savannah?
I still think she's a heavy puncher.
Yeah.
I think Clarissa prevented her from delivering the power. So I'm going to give Clarissa credit there. And I do think that Savannah could have employed better tactics. I think she gave up her height too willingly in that fight.
So yeah, I think. What do I think? I think that Savannah Shields fought a hell of a fight. She was. I was curious to see how it would play out because I really didn't know. I thought Savannah would knock her out. But Shields, she did the right thing. She crowded Savannah. She was busy. She hit her a lot. I don't think Savannah's ever been hit as much ever throughout 10 rounds. She hit her a lot. She crowded her. I'm talking about Shields. Hit her a lot. Crowded her. Pushed her at times. Tugged her at times. She was just busy. Shields was just busy hitting Savannah. So much so that she eventually started to fade midway through. And Savannah came back. But then Shields still made herself an awkward target, and she was still whipping in punches to the head. And I think she troubled. I think she troubled might be too strong a word, but she rocked Savannah's head on multiple occasions that I saw. Wasn't enough to knock her out, much less knock her down. But I still think that she earned Savannah's respect in there. So Shields is perhaps better than I had given her credit. She's better. Savannah is as good as I thought she was. Savannah's as good as I thought she was, but Shields is better than I thought she was.
So just to answer the question,
yeah,
because I haven't understood your thoughts. Is Savannah's power overrated in your opinion?
I don't think Savannah's power is overrated, but I think that Shields, she met a person who.
That's elite head movement. That shit.
Who understands the dynamics in there, understands the dynamics, the punching dynamics, understands what she has to do not to be a sitting target. Do you know what I'm saying? The movement, she understands the body movement. It's like when you see a flock of birds flying together and you wonder, well, how come they don't crash into each other? It's because they understand movements and they see this one on the outside move that way, or they'll twitch that way. Every movement causes a reaction. And I think Savannah Marshall has an understanding of how to move, not to get starched by a knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? It's the
so we all agree then.
It's the reading of the game, the reading of the biomechanics in front of you. So you know what? Two splendid fighters in there. That's what I would say. What's going on here? She certainly got pieced up in the early rounds by what I could see. I never felt Clarissa was going to stop Savannah, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's my whole argument with Clarissa's style of boxing. She sacrifices power for volume and speed. And it isn't. And so when she tries to get a knockout, she doesn't have the punching technique to generate the power to put somebody out.
Yeah, well, Shields is not a knockout artist.
But Raphael, for me, I believe that with what she does do, if she learned how to switch it up.
Is it late in the day for her to learn how to switch it up?
I don't know. I'm an old person learning new things, so I think it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
Some people stop learning and don't get any better, others do.
Yeah.
It's look, Tyson Fury's improved his punching power.
That's a good point.
So And again, it's come from technique.
Yes, that is true.
So,
That is true. However, well, no, it's true. It's true.
And she wouldn't have to do it the whole time. So
Yeah,
if she produced the sort of volume that she could do, and then if she could switch it up to then sit down,
modify,
and not expecting it, that would make her a more entertaining fighter for me.
Modify. She could modify. She could get Sugar Hilling.
There's other people that teach her to put. So for me, if she could learn that technique to generate the power, it would still be good for her to do these flurries, because it flusters people that, like, you can't set your feet and work out how you're going to hit Clarissa when she's hitting you with 6 or 7 very fast shots that you're getting hit with. It doesn't matter that they don't hurt; it stops you from doing anything, which is what I'll set up to do. And if she could mix in some heavy shots into that, it would make her a very entertaining fighter.
Yeah. How would you rate Kong if you're there? How would you, if you're there, just unmute yourself? Oh, there you go.
We're here.
So if you're there, you are there. How would you rate the entertainment value of the fight?
What, 8? It was an alright fight. It was a good fight.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Did you get your pumped?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I think it was a good fight. I mean, you know, these types of fights for women always tell me that some women might deserve a 3-minute round and some men deserve a 2-minute round. Because not all men fights need to be 3-minute rounds. Some of them men fights is garbage, right? But so yeah. I mean, I thought it was a good fight. I really enjoyed the fight. It really get the heart rate going. Went back and forth and all these type of things. So yeah, I really enjoyed the fight.
I enjoyed it. Carry on.
You know, but from how we sound like, you know, what I missed from the Mayer and Baumgardner fight, like, seemed like it wasn't such a great fight, really. But I mean,
who's saying it wasn't a great fight?
I see people on social media saying it was an fight, you know, kind of a meh fight. I was like, okay, I mean,
I think it was an interesting fight. It was an interesting
what
fight.
I saw, the little bit I saw, it looked good to me.
Yeah, it looked good to me.
But I guess people were expecting, because how they were talking with each other, they were expecting them to go in there, pulling here and, you know, pulling on the block. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, but that's me. I'm a puff, but, you know, that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
I was thoroughly engaged with both fights. Okay, I think that I would give the Baumgardner, what's her name, Mayer fight, I would give that a solid 8 for entertainment value. I was entertained. The lowest I would give is a 7.5. And for this fight, the shieldsmarshall fight, I would give that a solid 8.5. Simply because it looked like Shield was going to run away with it, which didn't play into my own thoughts of how the fight would go. But then slowly it looked like she was running away, like round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. She's won all of them. And then now Marshall came back. And so it was like a game of 2 halves. It was quite scintillating. And then, so now you got a seesaw. Hold on. So now it's 50-50. And who's going to pull away? Shields came back in the 8th round. Looks like she's going to pull away, but no. But then Marshall comes back in the next round, wins the next couple of rounds. And, you know, it was a hell of a fight. And then, you know, Marshall's got the knockout capability. So is she going to land it? Baumgardner, similarly, she's got knockout capability, not to the level of Marshall, though. So, you know, that was that factor as well. Is Shields going to do it? Hold on, because I got the scorecard here for Shields, Baumgardner. Yeah, because Baumgardner on my scorecard lost the last 2 rounds. But she cut I should start marking down cuts. But Baumgardner cut Mayer. Mayer was she's the archetypal points fighter, even more of a points fighter to me than Shields. So if people are saying, well, she's a points fighter and so that took away, oh yeah, I can understand that. But Mayer is more, but Mayer also whips some shots in. So, you know, I don't think it's just a case of points fighting, even though primarily that's what she is. But she does whip some shots in, and she did rock Baumgardner's head. John Dealey, if you briefly want to tell me your level of enjoyments for each fight, because I want to touch on something else in a second. Yeah.
Yeah, I can be brief. I thought the Marshall Savannah fight was more entertaining than Baumgardner Mayer, because I think Mayer's style is incredibly boring.
Yeah.
There's no excitement when it comes down to Mayer. She's very efficient. She's plodding. She just throws some hard shots. She will get involved in the scrap, but it's just boring.
Yeah, I hear that.
You got a high volume, high speed. Yeah. So I found it a more entertaining fight because she did wash the first 4 rounds. So there was more back and forth because Savannah came back at her.
For real. I just want to touch on a couple things before we call it a night. Iron Kong. Surprise. Floyd Mayweather will be fighting on an app.
Isn't that unfortunate? Nobody will be watching Floyd because it's dead zone, and nobody watches dead zone, so nobody gonna be watching Floyd. And only real fighters fight on Showtime. No real fighters fight on an app. So I guess, you know, Floyd is not a real. I mean, look here, man. This is why the whole PBC team Mayweather, whatever Mayweather Promotions thing is a sham, right? You are supposedly a promotional company. You should not spend time bashing any broadcast outlet. You should be trying to make friends with all of them because you don't know where you're gonna be tomorrow, right? PBC used to be on Spike TV when I first started watching PBC boxing. Then they went wherever they went and I followed them there to Fox, right? You got people like Steven Espinoza, a network executive who finds himself in ridiculous arguments with promoters, fans, fighters, whoever. As a network exec, you should be trying to be cool with all promoters.
Straight.
Because these guys have bad attitudes and ridiculous business models. People like Leonard Ellaby get to run off at the mouth about Tank, Mr. All Calories, No Substance, Mr. My next fight is the courthouse, me versus this judge, trying to stay out a 6x6 cell. You know what I'm saying? Look, let Floyd Mayweather go ahead and make his money. It's unfortunate that Floyd still has to do this. I'm convinced he has cash flow problems because I don't know any former great boxer who still has to be in a ring plying this trade. All former boxers know maybe do something like maybe they might train or they might do a little commentating, they might do a little appearances here and there. He's actively still in a ring. That's crazy.
Fighting a guy with one professional win.
Exactly. Crazy to me. He has to have cash flow problems because he has a spending issue and it's a problem. This don't look right to me.
It's crazy. John Dealey.
I'm quoting somebody else when I say it, but I think there's a real genuine potential that this is true. We've heard it from Adrian Broner and other boxers who have Al Heyman as an advisor that they've not received their full person. That Heyman controls the money. And you don't mind me mentioning other platforms, do you, Raphael?
Has he ever mentioned me?
You've been on his show.
All right.
Julius has put out there that he thinks that the reason Floyd is doing all of this activity with these shows
Yeah.
is because Al actually has a significant amount of his purse still and has lost it through the PBC losing money. So for Floyd to try and keep that business going, he's actually pimping himself out to these sort of exhibition shows to try and keep it going. And it isn't just that it's Floyd's spending, it's actually part of the overall contracts that Al Heyman has for people. The most vocal person who's referred to this is Adrian Broner. But I think overall what we're seeing with the PBC's failure is fundamentally Al Heyman has given them contracts that musicians get. You know, they get everything paid for. They feel in a life, but they don't actually have the money. Al keeps it. And also, the way that he's promoted it is to try and create fake beef without having real fights, like rappers have. And that's a very stupid thing to do when the whole point of the sport is for people to fight each other. And he's proactively stopped fights from happening. And I think that's the whole reason why it's falling down, because you can't make money, you can't make big stars without the fights happening. And PBC is just that put into practice. None of the fights happened, do they?
Dame. I think it's crazy, I think it's crazy that Floyd Mayweather has.
On the flip side, if PBC fighters are going on to DAZN because they need to make money, does that mean that we've got a better chance of having Wilder versus Anthony Joshua than we've ever had before?
Well, that's an interesting point. Because, of course, it's Floyd. Mr. T, money team. Mr. TMT himself who's doing it, but we don't know if other people are going to follow. But if they see Floyd, they're going to say, listen, if they see Floyd doing it and say, well, hold on, if it's good enough for Floyd, it's good enough for us. How come it's good enough for, Floyd can do it, but we can't do it? So I think it could open some gates, it could open some doors, it could open some mental, it could open some mental doors.
Fox's contract with PBC is up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And Showtime is running the risk of being dissolved by Paramount, its parent company.
Yeah.
So it will mean PBC don't have a platform.
Right. So they're gonna have to. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what Leonard Ellerby says next.
For me, the reason that the fights haven't happened with the PBC is because the PBC don't have the interest of the fighter; they have the interest of their broadcasters at heart. They haven't had the money to attract people over to their platform, apart from the one time they brought Canelo over. So they haven't been able to put fights on their platform, and they won't put fighters on anybody else's platform. If we suddenly end up in a situation where the PBC don't have a platform, does that mean that they'll just start making the fights as it's the only way they can make any money?
Well, they're gonna have to have some new partners, obviously, because if Showtime gets dissolved, or Showtime could become an app itself. So any way you cut it, they might be on an app anyway. But they do need. Obviously, they ain't got money like that. They can't finance. They can't finance their own thing. They got fighters fighting one time a year. Look at the Charlos. Look at take Spence out of it because he had the accident, but still, even Spence. And then Crawford, he says he wants to see the books. All of a sudden, Al clams up, squeaky bum time. So I don't know. Maybe this thing could work. Maybe it could end up with PBC fighters going somewhere where they can actually start fighting more than once a year. Maybe that's a DAZN.
Let me say though, I'm not as excited as most that PBC comes over to DAZN. PBC seems to be a money sink. I don't trust any of those people. Al Heyman, none of those people. They haven't shown me that they care about boxing at all. They care about making money for themselves, and that's it. If they come to DAZN, they have to be under strict rule that you have to make these fights. These are the fights we want, and that's that.
Yes.
You can't come over here and just like sop up all this gravy with your dry biscuit and you know, run down the whole platform. The whole business model of the PBC is awful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't get the fighters to fight each other. So you bring them people over to the zone, you're gonna just run down the whole platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the PBC guy is lazy also.
Yes.
But the thing with that part of that for me, Kong, is they haven't had the finances to pay the fighters to fight. That's why we're not having Crawford spent.
Some of them too much money. Some of them PBC for nothing fights.
Yeah, but let's talk about a good fight where they could get the two boxers to fight. They can't afford to pay Crawford anything.
Right.
We wouldn't have that problem on DAZN. So if Al Heyman went to DAZN and said, "We need you to fund Crawford versus
Spence,"
they would guarantee the purses and the fight would happen. Showtime and Fox won't do that. That's why everything's on pay-per-view. It's why we've got Charles Martin versus Ortiz on pay-per-view, because no purses are getting guaranteed, because there is no money. And the reason there's no money is because they've never made any money, because they've never put on the fights that people wanted. But they have got products that they could take to DAZN. So I agree with what you're saying. However, the difference would be there's two other promoters on the same platform. PBC have always put their platform's interests ahead of their fighters' interests. But if they do the same thing with DAZN, putting the platform's interests ahead, then what that actually means is they've got access to two other promoters' fighters in Golden Boy and Matchroom. So it could actually be really good, because DAZN would pay for it to happen. And they wouldn't have to pay stupid money. I mean, the sort of purses we're talking about for Spence and Crawford are not the sort of purses we saw Usyk and Joshua having. So we're not even talking close to that. And DAZN probably would put it on a pay-per-view and get a bit of flack for that. But they would guarantee the first fight would happen. And I think it would be a good fight.
Right. I got you. Yeah. Before I go, though, I want to say to this man in my avatar, you're going to have to move up, sir. You look awful. You hear me? You look terrible at 135. You should not make this cut again. Did you see that Haney cut, Rafi? You see how he looked?
Yeah, I did. How do I make this thing? I've forgotten. How do you do that? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, he did look drawn.
Oh, God.
He looks a little bit like Benavidez there.
Yep. Man, I sunk in. I'm like, you need to not make this weight cut again. Yeah. Leave that division.
He might have to move on up. Well,
the fact that he's gone to Top Rank, they're going to keep him there for Lomachenko.
They're going to keep him there for Lomachenko, aren't they?
I don't think he's making weight in the right way, or maybe it's not possible to make weight in the right way. But there are two fights that I think Top Rank are going to want to do before they let him go up.
Yeah. He's going to have to fight Lomachenko. They got the rematch. Then there's the Lomachenko fight, isn't there? So yeah, what's the picks for the fight then? What's the picks for the fight? The Haney versus.
I got
what's that?
Haney on point.
This is another sparring match. This is going to be another schooling, deception, out of what? This is going to be a schooling. I don't care how bad Devin Haney looked.
Yeah.
Just a better boxer than George Kambosos. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just levels above the guy. And he going to piece him up. He going to do him bad.
You're going to piece up the Emperor.
Yeah. Well, he ain't the Emperor no more. I don't know what he is now these days. You know what I mean? all that gas he had up after he beat Teofimo. You don't have it no more. He all humble now. He saying, just want to do my best and all that, you know. But anyway, thank y'all for having me. What time this fight's coming on, by the way?
That's 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to us. So it's going to be midnight for you.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be asleep trying to not have mosquitoes bite me. So
I'm going to be sleeping. I'm going to be sleeping.
Tomorrow, I guess I'll hear about the winner of the fight and also Wilder versus his sparring partner.
Yeah.
You and John have a great night.
You too, Kong.
Again, shout out to Kwesi. I'm sorry, my brother, but you're gonna have to find something to do with your time. Next time, don't put yourself in the firing line for these people. Please.
And that was our man in the Caribbean, the Iron Kong 26. And your final observations, John?
Yeah, it was a good night of women's boxing.
Yeah.
I've got mixed emotions.
Yeah.
I wanted Clarissa to lose.
Hmm.
I don't think Savannah did enough to win. But I'm very happy that Alicia won, irrespective of what people think about the validity of the result.
Yeah, I had 2 points behind, but still, that's cool.
Mayer's not an entertaining fight for me.
No. I respect what she does because
look good.
She wins, but
it's like
entertainment value. In terms of entertainment value, then it's very questionable. Very questionable.
It's like Usyk for me. I'm never going to be entertained by an Usyk fight.
No.
But I can't say he's no good because he is very, very, very good.
Very good at what he does. Points fighter.
But I don't want to see someone do what he does well. I
think I'm the first person I've heard, because I started calling him the points fighter. I think I'm the first person I've heard call him a points fighter because that essentially is what he is a points fighter.
Yeah, I mean,
if people say this is lineal, this is the I say he's a points fighter.
I'm hoping the changes to the amateur game are maintained, and that will have a filter and effect that this style of boxing will be filtered out. Because when Usyk was fighting the amateurs, they weren't scoring body shots. It was volume touches to the head when you were fighting. It didn't matter how heavy they were, which punch they were. If you threw 1,000 jabs and the other person hit you hard, you won the fight.
For real.
But now body shots are scored. I think the last Olympics had some pretty entertaining fights. It's a game that the amateurs are still under fire from the Olympic Committee. I don't really understand why they've got such a bin in the bonnet about trying to get boxing out. It's one of the original sports and it should stay.
Yeah, for real.
The changes to the amateur game, I think, will pay dividends for the professionals in the future. But Lomachenko, Clarissa Shields and Usyk, all for me, have a high volume, low power style because it's well suited to winning amateur fights. And they've never adjusted for the pro game.
For real.
Well, Raphael, it's late. Thanks for having me on, and good show.
Hey, absolutely. Good to have you on. That was John B. Lee. Kind enough to share his time with us over here at the rdcr. Yeah, what a night. I had Alicia losing by 2 points, 2 rounds. My scorecard for that was 96-94 in favor of Mayer. But I'm very happy that Baumgardner won. I think, she's more exciting of the two. I was surprised, though. I was very surprised. And then, of course, we had the, Shields versus Marshall fight. I had that 95. My scorecard was 95-95. And I had no idea how the judges were going to call it. I think they had it with, what was it? Their consensus views was like, 90, 94, 96, something like that. 94, 96. Yeah, I understand. Understandable. They gave it to Shields. I really didn't know where they were going to go. I had it 95, 95 each party. It was interesting. We've chopped it up. We've talked about it. I ain't gonna dilly-dally on here much longer. It's after midnight. Rafi got an early morning, early Sunday morning. I won't be staying up for any of the American cards, you know. My sleep is more important. We'll catch up on those on the Sunday and on the Monday. Okay, so thank you to everybody who, hold on, where's the, can I show that? Yeah, thank you to everybody who took time out to come and chill over here with us at the RDCR. Enjoy whatever you're doing. If you're staying up to watch the fights, enjoy that. If you're going to bed and getting up early tomorrow, enjoy that. But like, what can I say? Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'm out. Blessed.